A town is full of buildings, some tall, some short, some wide, and some narrow. The buildings are flats and houses and factories and shops. They're built in streets. The streets have cars and buses and lorries driving along them. The cars and buses and the streets are full of people. In fact, there are a lot of people in a town. Do you live in a town? Mary, Mungo, and Midge live in this town. They live with Mary's mother and father in this tall block of flats. They live right at the top. There are 8 flats built on top of each other. Mary, Mungo, and Midge live in the flat with the flowers growing in the window box. There's Mary, there's Mungo, and there's Midge. Mary, Mungo, and Midge have a large sunny room to play in, a room full of games and toys and picture books. Mary's always got something to do. At the moment, she's building her toy farm. Mungo is helping her.
There, the farm's almost finished. We've got the farmhouse, and a cow shed, and some pigs in the farmyard, and some chickens, and a field with a tractor in it. And now I think we ought to have a horse in the field.
What about a dog? I'm sure every farm has a dog.
There's a dog.
That's a funny-looking dog.
He's a farm dog. He helps the farmer bring in the cows from the field.
This farm hasn't got any cows.
It has now. The farmer's just been to market to buy these. They're going to eat some grass in this field. And now the farmer and the dog are going to take them into the cowshed because it's milking time.
What's milking time?
Milk comes from cows, Midge, and every day at the same time the farmer takes the cows into their shed and milks them.
You mean the milk we drink comes from cows? Yes. Are there mice on this farm? I expect so, but they just live there. They don't help the farmer like the dog. I tell you, there's a very special mouse on this farm. No, there isn't. Midge Mouse is Mary's other friend. He's quite small and runs very quickly, so he's usually very difficult to find. He's probably looking for his flute. Midge likes music, but he's only learnt to play one tune so far. There he is. You listen. It was the middle of the morning, and just as Midge finished, Mary's mother came in with their milk. A mug of milk for Mary, a bowl for Mungo, and a saucer for Midge. Mary's mother wanted some extra milk. She brought in the shopping basket with some money in it and a note to ask the man in the dairy for a pint bottle of milk. Perhaps Mungo would go to the shop and get the milk for her. And perhaps he would get some chocolate too. Mungo's quite good at shopping, but Midge thought he ought to go with him. As they live in a flat right at the top of the building, they go down to the street by lift. They have a special way of doing it.
Don't be long, boys.
must remember to make sure the lift door is shut. But as usual, Midge was in too much of a hurry. He had seen his friend the errand boy on his bicycle. He was already on his way to the dairy. They passed the greengrocer, and the printer, and the clock shop. And they stopped when they got to the dairy. Midge couldn't buy the milk because Mungo had the money. So he waited outside, among the milk bottles. It was then that he saw the machine. It said it was a milk machine. The boy with the bicycle wanted some milk. He felt in his pocket for some money. Midge was very excited and very interested. The boy put some money in the machine and pressed a button. Now what? He pulled at a drawer, and out came a carton of milk. Goodness me! I thought milk came from cows. Midge knew that real cows were quite big like horses. If milk came from cows and this machine was full of milk, did it mean that a cow was kept inside the machine? Midge wondered how an animal as big as a cow could get into this machine. He was still thinking about it when... Mungo arrived. Where's that mouse? Here I am, Mungo. How does the cow get into the machine? What cow? The cow that gives the milk to this machine. Oh, the cow lives on a farm a long way away in the country. The farmer sends the milk from his cows to a factory. The milk is put into cartons, and the cartons are put into the machine. Can we get our milk out of the machine? No. We've been told to get a bottle of milk in the dairy. The man who serves in the shop knows Mungo. He read the note and put a bottle of milk in the basket. Now I've got the money and you've got the milk. Goodbye, Mungo. Mungo walked out of the shop. He looked round for Midge. But all he saw was a lot of milk cartons coming out of the machine. One of them fell out, then another, and another. And nobody was putting any money into the machine. The man from the dairy looked out of the door. The machine's gone wrong. I'll have to get the key and open it up and look inside. But Mungo thought he knew what was wrong. Midge had been very interested in that machine. Midge must have got inside it. Mungo barked. Midge would hear and know that he must stop. But inside the machine, Midge was enjoying himself too much to listen to Mungo. He'd found a lever which made the milk cartons drop down one at a time. Each time Midge pulled the lever, one of the cartons fell out of the machine. Mungo barked louder. He knew that the man would soon be back with the key to the machine. Oh dear, that's Mungo calling me. Oh, did I make all that milk come out? Yes, you did. And now it's all got to be put back in the machine. Oh, I see. Yes. Perhaps we ought to go and buy the chocolate. Quickly. Midge ran to the sweet shop. Outside was another machine. This one had bars of chocolate in it. Mungo remembered the chocolate machine. He must get there before Midge had time to get inside that, too. Hurry up, Mungo. Can I have some money to put in this machine? Only if you promise not to get inside it. Here you are. So, Midge jumped onto Mungo's nose, held up the money, pushed it into the machine, and out came a bar of chocolate. Then he did the same thing all over again. We've spent all the money. Now we must take these home. Yes, you can go in the basket, but mind you don't eat the chocolate. There are some more machines in there. Can we stop and watch? It was a launderette shop where people washed their clothes. They watched a lady put some dirty clothes into the machine. Then she put in some soap powder. Midge watched her close the lid and put some money in the slot. Then the machine started washing the clothes. Let's go inside the shop and have a better look. No, I expect you would fall into the machine and then you'd get washed. You wouldn't like that, would you? No, but look over there. There's a man in that box, and there's a machine in there too. He's putting money into it. It's a telephone. Hello. How are the children? He's talking to somebody. Perhaps we could telephone Mary and tell her we're coming home. We haven't any money left, and we must hurry back with the milk and chocolate. When they got home, Mary was still playing with her farm. The pigs and the chickens were in the farmyard. The tractor was in the field with the cows and the farmer and his dog. Hello, Mary.
Hello, Midge. How did you get on?
We had great fun, Mary. There was a milk machine and a... And the less said about that, the better. Here's the milk, Mary. And we saw a washing machine and a talking machine. Telephone. Telephone and...
Well, Midge?
And a chocolate machine. That was the best of all. Wasn't it, Mungo?